No, not TikTok. No. On YouTube.
It's right here. I literally see it moving.
It's not. Look, you can. My volume's all the way up.
Hello, mic test, mic test.
There, now it works.
Right here. You see?
Why do you do that face?
Because I literally see it moving.
Okay.
So today we got, since I think the mics weren't working. Today we got a premium build, high Y70, with the CPU is an AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D. CPU cooler is a Corsair iQ Link H150i. Motherboard, we got an Asus ROG Crosshair X870E Wi-Fi Hero gaming motherboard. For the RAM, we do got 64 gigabytes of DDR5 6000 megahertz RAM. The customer did choose to go with two, I believe it's two. Let me see. Yeah, I believe it's two 4 terabyte 99 Pro series M.2 NVMe's. For the graphics card, he is getting a 5090. For the power supply, of course, you gotta go with the 1200 watt. He is getting a Lee power supply. He also opted in for the Lee streamers, the GPU, and the 24 pin for the motherboard. For the fans, he is getting Corsair Link RGB fans. I believe he's also getting like the custom RGB strip for the height case. I believe we're still waiting for that to come in, but we should be having it soon. But yeah, it should be pretty easy build. Everything's not too many cables. High-end build, so really good for gaming, video editing, photo editing, stuff like the AI. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started with the build. Let's go ahead and start with the motherboard here. I'll put the invoice here to the side. What's up, Just Know? Welcome to the stream on, I believe it's YouTube. Yep, on YouTube. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. My bad, I was just reading all the specs. All right, let's go ahead and get started with this motherboard here. So if you're new to the stream, I usually do start with the motherboard itself, just to get it all ready, CPU, RAM, NVMe. And then I also go ahead, and then after that, I go ahead and put it into the case itself here. Let's go ahead and take it out. Place it in there. Put it back in. See all those extra pieces for the customer. All right, this beautiful motherboard here. Go ahead and remove all these plastics. Gotta get my trash here. All right, plastic here too. Do you give out PCs for free? We do. When we do giveaways, you'll see on our socials that we do giveaways. So just down on TikTok, and TikTok we go ahead and TikTok we showcase our giveaways there as well. But yeah, we do give away PCs. I believe we gave away pretty good handful last year of PCs. Alright, so we got our motherboard here already. Let's take off this other plastic piece here. Go ahead with start with the CPU. Again, for the CPU, we got a Ryzen 7 9850X3D. 9800X3D, sorry. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. There we go. Can I give you one for free? I can't give you one for free, but when we do host giveaways, you can go ahead and enter those giveaways and hopefully do win one of the PCs. Let's go ahead and put it in our RAM. So we got Fury Beast, Kingston RAM, 64 gigabytes, 6000 megahertz. Go ahead and put that in here. There we go. From India? Damn, what time is it over there right now? Here it's 124. Actually, the customer got a 2 terabyte and a 4 terabyte. And I believe he wants a 2 terabyte to be the Windows. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one first, the 2 terabyte in. Such a big box for something really, really small. There we go. First NVMe's in. All right. There we go. Let's go ahead and put the second NVMe in. It's going to be in the square here. Open that up here. I get these two also. Yeah, this is a height Y70. Sega Mega Drive. Sup, Handy, welcome to stream. Yeah, this is a really, really good PC. It's one of the higher end PCs. So, here's our premium build that we have here at VRLA Tech. What's up, Chris? Welcome to the stream. What's up? What's up, Talk? PC Talk. Welcome to the stream. All right. I believe that customer's gonna be using that 4 terabyte for like their games and stuff, and then just leave their 2 terabyte for like their OS, some other smaller files. Try not to fill it up all the way. There you go. With this other thermal pad here. I had it the wrong way. Line up the screws. What's up? What's up, thumbs? Welcome to the build. Welcome to the stream, sorry, not the build. That Vantage PT you guys have on your shorts is amazing. The M9 build, the black one. Yeah, that one. We get a lot of those builds just because it's one of the only builds in the market that has so many LCDs in the build. But yeah, it's a really nice case. Comes with, I believe, 4. I'm trying to count how many LCD fans it comes with. 4, 6. So it comes with 6 LCD fans, LCD screen in the back, 3 regular lean fans, infinity fans on top, and then 3 at the bottom. So it does come with a lot of fans. A lot of people like it because there's a lot of LCD fans. You could always switch the other fans as well, the bottom ones and the top ones, to LCD as well, if you guys would want those fans to be LCD as well. Yeah, 6. The RAM is the whole budget of the build. Yeah, DDR5 RAM. I haven't even checked the market recently, but I know it's been super. Last time I checked it, probably like a month ago, it was really high. I don't know how it's doing now. You have the same shirt. Yeah, I got this shirt from, it's like a YouTuber that does like car videos. And yeah, I got it from him. It's probably his merch. All right. So we got the motherboard pretty much done. We go ahead and put it into the case here. But let me go ahead and get the case prepared as well. What I like to do with the height Y70 here is I like to remove that vertical mount, just because it gets in the way when you're building. So it's just 2 screws. You can take it all out. Then when I'm pretty much done with the build, I go ahead and remove it afterwards. What case am I using? The Y70 case. Black Y70 touch case. So it's gonna be the one with like the LCD screen here. All right, we'll go ahead and remove these screws here. One. 2. 3. Now we can stay there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of this case as well. Yeah, it's okay. It's really easy to build in. So if you're really starting off in building PCs, it's a pretty easy case to build in. For me, probably one of my favorite cases will have to be probably like the 011 Compact. That case is really nice. Gives you like the look of like the fishbowl look, I like to call it, because that's most of it is glass, but also gives you like that small factor case, not like a big case like this. I don't really like big cases like this, but a lot of people do like this case just because of the look, the LCD screen, the glass here, the glass in the front. I just removed the glass for so it makes it easier while I'm building. But yeah, a lot of people do like this case. And then this case also comes in different colors. I believe it comes like in light blue, pink, black. I know there's also done collabs with like games and stuff. Can't remember what exact games they collab with. But they do add like their own like style to the case as well. So it comes in different varieties of colors and graphics that you get on the case. NPC, but they're way too expensive. Can't buy it. Is it the screen one? Yeah, it's the screen one. What 5090 is it? So he is getting a Zotac Gaming 5090. Can you guys see this one on the top? I don't think you can see, but it's over here on the top. Not the Extreme, the Zotac one. You find the back of the PC. It's on the cooler doing a rattle, and it takes a few to go. What does that mean? Like when you turn on your PC, it has like a rattle, like the AIO. Hopefully it's not broken. Hopefully everything's fine on your end. All right. Let's go ahead and put the motherboard in. Let me go ahead and get the screws out first. That's another cool thing too. I always labels like the screws, especially if you're a beginner builder or you're wanting to build your own PC. You really don't know what screws go where. They're a lot of the cases just put in screws. But high includes like little label on the little bag showcasing what screw is for what. So right here it says motherboard and SSD. So I use this one for the motherboard and the SSD, but we have two NVMe, so all right. Put that right here. Yeah, when I turn it on, it makes that rattle, but it takes a few minutes to go away. What should I do? Do you get like any overheating issues? Is it like a really, really loud rattle, or it's just like a small rattle, it takes a few minutes and goes away? I'm not sure what that rattle could be. It could be maybe like the cooler, like the liquid itself inside the cooler. It could have like an air pocket or something, so the cooler might be broken. But if you're not experiencing any overheating issues, I don't think it should be a big problem. All right, perfect. PC is honestly no complaints at all. Nice to hear, nice to hear. Did you buy a computer from us? Or you talking about this one? Welcome back to the stream. All right, let's go ahead and put the motherboard in here. There you go. This case is nice too, has like the lock-in feature for the motherboard. You know exactly when the motherboard's fully seated. Drop that screw there. There you go. All right. The case is wide. Yeah, the case is pretty wide. It kind of has to be wide just because it has a vertical mount. So the 5090 fits perfectly in this case, even vertical mounted. And it makes it look really, really nice. It's probably like one of the things I do like is the vertical mount. I like how it looks, especially you have like a nice GPU that maybe has like RGB at the bottom. Like RGB on the fans, you can showcase that on the GPU itself. Arctic Torque PC case? No, I never heard of it. Mecha style? I say matcha or mecha? Am I saying it right? Matcha like the drink? Or like the color? Not really a coffee guy, so. Search on Google. Okay, I'll search it up right now. What'd you say it was called? The Arctic Torque PC case? What about the case? Are you getting that case, or are you asking if we sell it, or? But I could look it up for you. See what is it about. Can I remove this as well? Its robotic style looks insane. Okay, I'll look it up. Did someone say coffee? Hello, I'm new, just popped in and say hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for popping in. Yeah, I said I didn't like coffee. It's not that I don't like it, just I never really was into coffee like that. What's up, Gonzalo? Welcome to the stream. Really looking forward to this PC. Yeah, me too. It's our first stream back in a while, just because we were switching locations. But yeah, we should start having our weekly streams now. Again. It's a good PC though. All right. So we got the motherboard in. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the cooler next. Take this off here. I'm gonna put this on the side. We do have the IQ Link Titan 360 RX OCD fan. AIO. Put this to the side here. What would you recommend for a 4K gaming card these days? Even the prices aren't so high, but I would like to get a new 4K gaming card. I'm talking about like graphics card. If you want like a 4K one and you don't want to spend too much, I'd probably say try to see. Most likely you won't get it new just because it's not old, but they don't make them anymore. Probably like a 4070 Ti Super. That's a really, really good graphics card. let me look up this guy's case here. He said the oh damn. We actually, like about a year ago, we kind of did a case similar to that. It was like a custom build, and we did a similar case to that case you're talking about. The only thing we didn't like, it was really open, and the airflow was good, but in longevity wise, it would get really, really dusty just because it was open a lot. What do you think of my build? 5070X3D, 3072 terabyte, 64 gigabytes of RAM. Really, really good build. Even though it's a 3070, that 3070 is more than enough than what you need for gaming or whatever you're playing. Sorry about that. I've been trying to say something and I kept sending the send button. Nah, you're good. You're good. Don't even worry about it. The more messages, the better. The more messages, the better. Alright, we're gonna need all these extra cables here, these brackets. We don't need this box. Put this back in here. Alright. Now I still play 1440p at medium to ultra. I still play competitive settings, so it's pretty much 1080p. Everything low. Probably, and the only thing it's like view distance is probably high. On like Fortnite, Valorant, Call of Duty and stuff like that. I still play on 1080p. Competitive settings anyways. We are gonna need to change the brackets here. Is a 5070 Ti a good card even though the price is so high? Yeah, it's a good card. Even like I said, if you want something a little bit cheaper, maybe you could find it like on like a third party seller or like Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp or something like that. Maybe even use a 40 either a 4070 Ti, but if you could get a 4070 Ti Super, that'll be perfect. What do you think of my build? 5080 with the 9850X3D, 64 gigabytes of RAM, Trix 360 cooler. Yeah, it's a really good build. Kind of same build, specs wise. Just this one has a 5090 in it. Yeah, a 5070 Ti is not good. Yeah, for the price, I would just say try to look for a 4070 Ti Super, like I said. 4070 Ti Super, really probably one of the best mid-range GPUs. And if you can find it for a good price, that'd be really good. So this is Intel. We're not gonna be needing Intel. We're gonna be needing AMD. You get a 5080 for $300 rent? Really? You get a 5080 for $300? I don't even really know the market like that, to be honest. What do I have? You don't even want to know what I have. The 3070 is so good for like 240 and still plays. I had her for what I always told people, new doesn't mean you always have to get the new stuff. All the old, it's not even that they're old, it's just that NVIDIA comes out with different cards every single year. but 4 or 5 year cards that are old are more than enough just for gaming and stuff. I have, for my GPU, I have a 2060. You see, like for me, I still play Fortnite, Valorant, Call of Duty, and 2060 does it for me. I still get over 240 FPS. And Call of Duty, I probably get like probably like 140, 144 on Call of Duty. Fortnite, I get 240. Valorant, I get more than 240. All right. All right, all right. S3K. So I don't know about 4090 for 3,000. I mean, if you have the money, you have the money to buy it. It's white too, so probably it's a little bit more expensive. Let's see here. I just need to check something. All right. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for everybody stopping by in the stream. Thank you everybody for just watching, commenting, keeping me company. Just go ahead and put the cooler in. At the end of every stream, we do turn on the computer so you guys can see how the computer comes out. So yeah, if you guys want to stay to the end, you're more than happy to stay. Go ahead and get our cable here for this cooler. Here's one. Do you know ZTT? No, I do not. me see. Okay, we got that. We got that. All right. Let's go ahead and put this cooler in. I'm actually gonna connect it right there. All right. There we go. Put the washer here. Oh, there goes the screw. Good thing we have extra. All right. What I always like to do when building is before screwing all the screws in on the AIO, just in case we forget something, just in case we're KO managing whatever. It's easy to remove the AIO. So I don't screw all the screws in until the very end. I just put like the 4 corners there. Just in case we do need to, for whatever reason, remove the AIO. And it's happened to me plenty of times, even though I've built in cases, just depends on the configurations and stuff like that the build comes in. So right now I'm taking off the default mounting bracket of the motherboard, since the AIO itself already comes with its own mounting bracket. All right, perfect. Now, what I'm actually gonna do is lay this down flat. Perfect, and then I can put the AIO on. No problem. Your phone keeps going off.
Oh no, my oh, the volume's up.
What happened? All right, AIO is in. What's up, Just Know? All right. Let's go ahead and now we got the AIO in. Gonna go ahead and plug in the case fans to the motherboard. Get these rid of from the back here, nice and neat. Yo, man, so when we start doing the fans now, it's easy as well to do those. Let's go ahead and do those. All right. So we got a type C. Go ahead and connect the F panel cables. Go ahead and connect our type C cable. All right, type C is connected. Now our USB 3.0. Just like that. Now we got our HD audio as well. Perfect. HD auto's in, and then we do have a USB 2.0 for the screen that needs to go plugged in to get the information from the motherboard in order to put it onto the screen here. Perfect. Now we can do a little bit of cable management from the back here. And I believe we can plug this one in now. We can screw it back in. Where did I put those screws? Gotta put them over here. My name is Jerry. Please give me a 4090. We cannot be giving out 4090s just like that. Bum, bum. All right. Just kidding. Here it is. Dun, dun, dun. I'm just putting back the extension cable that it has here for the display port. Just because I removed it just to get easier access to put in the motherboard and to put in the cables here. So I'm just gonna put it back. All right. Now we do a little bit of cable management in the back here. There we go. And I also like to showcase the cable management at the end of the stream, just so you guys can see how we do the cable managements here. I'll show you guys a little bit of tricks and stuff when I'm cable managing, so you guys go ahead and do it yourself if you do plan to build your own PC, etc. Have you heard of G-Skill World DDR5? Yeah, it's the RAM with like the crystal look to it. A really nice RAM. It took them a while to come out with DDR5 RAM. They were mostly always just on DDR4 until they finally came out with their DDR5 RAM. Now using the straps here of the case to strap down these cables here. Don't know why. I don't know why I'm getting stuck there. I don't know why these straps came like this. Normally they come already prepared to just put them on. But this time the straps came like differently. I have to remove them and then I'm able to strap it in here. There we go. There you go. Now we go ahead and put all the other fans in. So this case is gonna have 3, 6, 7 fans. 3 on top, 3 on the side here, 1 on this side here as well. All right. And we are gonna have to connect a cable here. These are a little bit too long. So here you go. Smaller one. So these fans are linkable to each other. So you go ahead and put one cable here. And then this cable here on top. I'm going to connect it first on top there. Wiring, yeah. Right now, I was just doing the cable management for the cables of the case here. Now I'm doing the kind of like the cable management for the fans. Since they are linkable, you can just link them up, and then just one wire to another fan. Have like a connection there, and then yeah, it makes it super easy for you to just cable manage after. I believe we do have shorter cables. Let me go and check to see if we have shorter cables for these IQ, and I'll be right back. All right, guys. So yeah, I found smaller cables just to make the cable management look way better. There's not excess cable just hanging there. So yeah, I can remove this one. There you go. Look, I don't know if you guys can see, but this cable compared to this cable, shorter, gives us more of a easier cable, so then it won't show as much as the other one. Let's go ahead and put this cable here. I'm trying to see which way I should put it. Which way would look better? Like this, and then, yep, this one should be like that. Perfect. Go ahead and clip this one in. I always like to put the cables in first with these link fans, just because once you screw them in, it does make it a little bit harder. Just put them on just because you have a little bit less space. Decent RGB gives you like 10% more FPS. We wish. People be adding so much RGB to their builds. I like okay amount of RGB, nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Like there's even like RGB for like the motherboard, like a motherboard strip for the RGB motherboard strip. Am I ignoring you? No, I'm not ignoring you. I just wasn't here. My bad. Let's see here. I'll raise that one up a little bit. Here we go. Oh, just screws are doing this. No, I'm not ignoring you. Never that. There you go. Camera should be back. Yep, it's back. Putting these last fans in. Perfect. All right. Now I just gotta connect this other cable here to the front. And we're gonna need a longer cable like this one here. Perfect. Connect this one here. And this one's gonna connect like that. Perfect. And then this one's gonna go straight into the controller. Perfect. We got our controller here as well. And the AIO also has some cables. We're gonna put those cables as well. All right. AIO also has its own power. We're gonna put the power one. There we go. Then we're gonna put this Type C to USB 2.0. Just like that. Then we're gonna route these cables to the back. All right. Connect this USB 2.0 splitter to the bottom since we are going to be using more than one USB 2.0, and there's only one more USB 2.0 on the motherboard. Good thing they gave us a splitter here. So there's one USB 2.0 to 2. So now let's go and connect our controller. Just like that. This is powered by a PCIe cable, the little controller, not SATA. Something and connect. We actually can connect our all our streamer cables. Actually, we're gonna connect only the 24 pin. There we go. We got the Lee wireless streamers. I really love these because there's no more cables to them. They just come with their little controller. And that's it. Really, really small controller. It's just the streamer itself. And then the controller just goes into like a USB port on the PC. And that same USB port, controller can be used for the streamers, the Lee fans. But we do have Corsair fans in this one, so we're not gonna be using those. We're only gonna be using for the streamers here. There we go. Get the streamers there. We'll go ahead and put our bracket in as well now. Go ahead and put it back in. So we can put our GPU in, and we can put the 12-volt high power cable in. Go. All right, let's go ahead and put it in our, I believe we're gonna have to move the bracket down one. Just like that. There we go, vertical mounts in for the height Y70. Relocate this bracket here. Just like that. Perfect. Let's to the side a little bit. Go ahead and grab our 5090. There's Zotac 5090 here. Just like that. Beautiful, beautiful graphics card. Really, really big graphics card as well. So we do ship all our 5090 builds with the 5090 separate, just in case the GPU gets damaged. All right. There we go. Let's go ahead and remove all the plastics off this GPU. Believe that's all the plastics. Perfect. The 3 slot card. Go ahead. Remove 3 slots from here. Three brackets are off. Go ahead and put in our 5090 into the PC. There we go. 5090's in. Let's go ahead and screw it in. Two, 3. There we go. $50.90's in. Now we can put our 24-pin extension cable here. There we go. All right. There we go. So extension cables in. Now it's time for the power supply. Go ahead and put our 1200 watt Lee & Lee power supply here. Let's to the side while we get the power supply up and ready. All right. All our accessories there. So we're gonna need a 24 pin, 2 CPUs, one 12 volt high power. What's up, Glitch? Welcome to the stream. One 12 volt high power, one PCIe for the motherboard because it does take that motherboard PCIe, a little bit of extra power. There we go, we got our PCIe here. High power. CPU. Our CPU. And there we go. Oh, we're not needing SATA either. Perfect. I'm gonna need this 12 volt high power. All right, let's go ahead and connect our stuff. CPU. And then we got PCIe. Got a 24 pin. And then we got 12 volt high power. Perfect. Now we get our screws for our. What's up, man? Where did I buy the Lazy Susan? I don't know. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it. It's really helpful though when building, especially when you're like have these heavy components, like a 1200 watt and a 4090 or 5090. I mean. But we're almost done with this build. Just need technically power supply, a little bit of cable management, and then we're done. Actually, we're gonna need 2 PCIe. One for the controller itself. I always forget about the controller because I'm so used to using SATA for like fan controllers and stuff like that. But this Corsair one uses a PCIe one. All right. Got a power supply in, and we also need SATA for. Wow, I just keep forgetting. I thought we were gonna need less cables than we needed. It's okay that we got a SATA cable right in the front. All right. There you go. There we go. Now let's go ahead and connect our 2 CPUs. '24 pin, and then all right. Now we gotta go ahead and plug in our PCIe here. To the front of the motherboard as well. take out this 24 pin really quick. I could plug in the PCIe. Now I can plug in the 24 pin. Perfect. Bring this back here. Now I'm plugging in the PCIe for the controller back here. Have that plugged in. SATA here, plug it in as well. There we go. Plug in our 24 pin here to our extension. Now we're gonna get our 24 pin, 12 pin, a lot of pins. Now she's gonna extend it all the way. Route it through again. Perfect. All right, everything's plugged in. Now we can do some kill management. All right, grab these cables here. Perfect. Zip tie, cut. Perfect. Oh, we got a couple more cables here that we have to manage. Like the 12-volt high power and our 24 pin. Zip tie this. Now we're gonna zip tie this to this, just so it grabs on. Perfect. We should all be plugged in now. Let's go ahead and plug it in. Do you have a long power extension cable? Or
Yeah.
let's go ahead and plug it in. See, I connect all the cables correctly. See it turned on.
Oh,
I think I saw one in your bin right there. Or that one. Like power into it. Power on. Power button. There you go. Let the computer boot up. Perfect. All the fans are on. RGB's on. Face this front cable a little bit. There you go. Really, really nice build. Like, not too much RGB, just enough RGB. So yeah, just to go over the specs one more time. The case that we got here is a Height Y70 Touch. We got a AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D processor. For the cooler, we got a Corsair iQ Link H150i. For motherboard, we got Asus ROG Crosshair X870E. Gaming motherboard. For RAM, we got 64 gigabytes of 32 DDR5 6000 megahertz. For storage, he does have a Samsung. He has one Samsung 99 Pro 4 terabyte, and he has another Samsung 99 Pro 2 terabyte. For graphics card, he has an RTX 5090. For power supply, he has a Lian Li 1200 watt power supply. You pair that power supply up with the Lian Li streamers, so the 24 pin streamer and the 12 volt high power streamer as well. And then we got the 7 I believe it's the RX Q-Link fans by Corsair. And then this customer also opted in for RGB strip. But yeah, really nice build. This is our premium build. You can also customize it however you want. But yeah, really nice build, really simple. 7 fans, not too much RGB, just enough RGB for the case. Of course, with the 5090. But like I said, we should be streaming more often now that we're back and settled in the new location. So go ahead and make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on, so you know when we do go live. But we hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We should be streaming again this Friday. So yeah, be tuned for that. I don't know what build we're gonna be doing. But it'll be an exciting one. So hope you guys have a good day. And yeah.